Hey everybody, Mo Friggin back again. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I got an end of the year video coming out soon, but wanted to get this one out. If you're like me and you really enjoy Zach in the Wild's channel, you really want to support the guy, maybe you're interested in buying his Yonder. And I was, but it only comes in a crossbar lock. And I'm the black button lock guy, so I'm not gonna get that knife. But what if there was a new Amazon knife that looked a lot like the Yonder, but not only did it have a button lock, but it's got a button liner lock. We gotta check that out. That's what we got today. We got the Goslic, so let's get the show on the road. Zach in the Wild has been on YouTube for a while now. He was partnered up with Ben Peterson, which I made a video on already. You can check that one out below. But fellow Vegas boy like myself, I think he also, has got that thing going on that I got going on.
Yes, the moments with the correct answer.
And he designed a knife, and it's pretty cool looking. I'm gonna try putting some up over here. It's got like a cool coffin end on the end. This one right here I'm showing is black micarta and blacked out blade. So this would be my jam right here if it was a button or a button liner lock. Yeah, he had his Yonder made by Civivi. It's less than 3 inches. I prefer more like 3.5 inches. That's fine. This Goslic is less than 3 inches as well, so it matches up pretty good. So his is it's about $60 with 14C28N. This one's also in 14C28N. It also a similar knife that also came out this year was another guy I love, DCM from Knife Center videos. So his knife's coming up here. It's similar, less than 3 inches, kind of that same look, crossbar lock, but his didn't, as far as I know, none of his came out and blacked out, and not quite as, aesthetically pleasing, but maybe more utilitarian, and that, the CJRB proprietary, what do they call it, AR, RPM9, probably has greater edge retention than 14C28N, not quite as tough. I can put up those specs on the board here. Also, kind of similar to this knife I'm going to pull out. So this is a true unboxing because this box comes sealed. It's got like a pull tab that you pull across and break the seal. So not even Goslic. I think it's like if Ryan Gosling was a little more gothic, then that's you come up with Goslic as the name brand of the knife. Does it have a name of the knife? I think I've seen it called something else. I'll put that other name online. There's this blacked out version, and they have a blue G10 with a satin blade. At the time I bought this one, there was a $10 coupon. So it was $60, but I got it for $50. And the blue one at one point still had that $10 coupon. I don't know if it's still there or not, but $60, very similar to the Yonder. One more very interesting thing about this knife is that it has NFC capability. I don't know why exactly you'd want NFC on your blade. So you can tap your phone on it and then it'll run a program to do something on your phone. Like you could tap this and have it go right to the, where to buy it. If somebody asks you, hey, where'd you get that knife? You could say, I got it right here. And then you tap on your phone. And somebody put down in the comments what you possibly want NFC for on your knife. All right, let's unbox that Goslic knife. Let's break open this seal here. Well, giftable boxing. Yes, absolutely. This is definitely a giftable knife in that case. Wow, look at that case. I've never seen anything like that. It's like a jewelry case or like a glasses case, but of course it's much thinner. You can put your glasses in it. Wow, that is nice. Paperwork comes in this folded envelope. Some of that $60 is going towards this case. For me, doesn't make it super worthwhile, but if you were going to gift this knife to somebody, it might. See, there's that symbol right that says it's NFC. That's where you can click it. Can you see kind of where I'm thinking? And it kind of looks like the Yonder, like the CJRB Maximal with that shape and that little finger there area there. This is the pocket clip that's sticking out past the end there, making it extremely deep carry, but kind of weird how it has that pointy thing there. Let's see the flipping action. Soft to medium, but like I said, they lied to me. They lied. It's a plunge lock. They lied to me. It's just a plunge lock. Dang it, dang it, dang it. There's no liner moving in there. It's just a plunge lock that looks a lot like a Yonder. Dang it. I thought it was even. That makes it maybe less worth that $60 if it's just a plunge lock. And no wonder the detent was a little bit soft to medium. Thumb studs, removable, drop point, style blade, a little bit of a belly, much like you'll see on the Yonder. Let's see. I don't have any picture of the Maximal, but maybe we can put up here. Maybe we can put a picture of the Maximal or can reverse flick it. Thumb flick is great. Ball bearings. Goslic branding there. Nothing on the back. Nothing to tell you what blade steel it is. Let me double check the listing. Look right there. Button liner lock. It's a lie. It's a lie. You tell me. That's a plunge, and I plunge it down. right? You don't see any liner moving in there. That's a plunge lock, you guys. You know what? I'm gonna return it. I just don't like how they say it's a top liner lock and it's not. No liner is moving in there at all. It's a plunge lock. Send it back. And then let's see how it cuts out of the box. It's a laser beam. They did a good job with that. I got a few other knives that I want to talk about in this video. Not necessarily super related, except that I haven't seen any English YouTube videos on this knife. And I think it's a worthwhile knife to get a hold of, okay? That knife is this knife right here. This is the Boker Kirke, K-R-K-E. 3.39 inches, so much more my length. Nitro V, black stonewash, Wharncliffe, black G10, thumb hole opening, made in China, $80. It's kind of a lot for $80, but it is a Boker Nitro V. It is a little bit bigger knife. It is G10. It has a lot of contouring on that G10 to kind of give it some styling. It does have quite a bit of a Wharncliffe blade there. And it is described as being tactical. As we know from the Spyderco Yojimbo, although this was designed as a Wharncliffe blade, this is a box destroyer. It's named after the Greek goddess named Kirke. In the Greek, it's Kirke. But in the English, it's Circe. It's Circe. We know who Circe is, right? She's in the Odyssey. She turns Odysseus' men into pigs. This is a button plunge lock. The action's great. Reverse flicking that thumb hole. It's got good detent for a button lock. This is not advertised as a button liner lock. It's just advertised as a plunge lock. It has a flipper. That works great. I've sharpened this one. I gave myself a little smile right there. Minimal branding here on the back. Front just says Boker. Does it say what steel it is? Yes, it says Nitro V right there, which we said. It's got a medium detent for a plunge lock, which is great. That actually has great detent for a plunge lock. This is a knife that you're paying $80 for. You'd hope it would be better. So let's see how that knife cuts actually. Let's see if my sharpening on my Boker is better. Oh yeah. Just put a 17 on something and you'll see a huge difference. Let's put the Boker up against the Yojimbo. I'm just comparing these because they're saying that they're tactical Wharncliffes. This is much more of a straight Wharncliffe. This is more of a drop point with like a reverse Tonto almost looking thing. But also designed to be tactical, but also a very useful EDC knife. It's a well done button lock that I don't think gets enough love from the knife community. That's the Boker Kirke. You know I love the Caressolove out the front scalpel knife, blacked out. And I thought, you know what, it's very pocketable and small, disappears in your pocket. It does have a pocket clip, but maybe a little bit bigger blade would be nice. And Caressolove has not disappointed. They've come out with a slightly larger version of it that takes a slightly larger scalpel blade as well, which is super fun. It comes with this weird glass breaker, and it's not built in. Almost with your hands, but get a little wrench and you can unscrew that. The problem is that it holds the clip on. So you'd have to find something else like a black screw that you could screw in there to hold that. If you like that Caressolove, but you're hoping just for a little bit larger scalpel, a little bit more, a whole 4-finger grip on it. All right, everybody. Hope you like that review of the Goslic Kairo knife, and I'm going to return that Boker Kirke. Check that one out, or that Caressolove little larger version. I don't know. I got the link for that Goslic down below. I also have the link for the Kirke down below, as well as that Caressolove, that new Caressolove. If you're interested in any of those knives, you can click on those links. I don't get any kickback for them right now. I'm hopefully someday I get to be affiliate, but not as of right now. Those are just for your clicking convenience and to check them out while you're watching the video. That's what I like to do. I turn on a video and I start clicking on the links and I kind of listen as I'm going and just looking at the knives. All right, everybody. Hope you like that, and we will see you on the next one. Farewell. Is worse to returning it. It's not a button liner lock, it's just a plunge lock.